Hi, I'm Brett Gober. I work for Denali Cycles, and we are prototyping new electric trials bikes. It's got Hayes disc brakes front and rear, full hydraulic, from mountain bike downhill industry. It's a Marzocchi Monster T, 7.5-inch travel fork. It's got 6 inches of travel on the rear with a Fox air coil spring, or oil coil spring rear shock. It's a 36 volt, 275 amp power system. 3 batteries in series. Power levels similar to a 125cc trials bike. It's 13 horsepower peak with a 1 horsepower continuous electric motor. The bikes are dead silent. Runtime varies between a half an hour and an hour and a half, depending on how you run it. We charge them in about 40 minutes. Prototypes weighed in at about 135 pounds, 140 pounds.
Well, it's an interesting concept. I think when it's fully charged up, it really has some power. It surprised me how big of an obstacle it would go over. It's a lot of fun because it's a little lighter than a regular trials bike, and I think that maybe electric bikes are the wave of the future. I've seen some other ones around, and it's a good idea, and it's cool to have one that's actually a trials bike.
What worked well and what didn't work so well?
The brakes and stuff seem to work pretty good on it. The suspension probably needs some more fine-tuning. It seems to me that a lot of the components on it were bicycle related, and maybe weren't perfect yet for trials, but worked fine for the small stuff. But if you want to make it go over something bigger, it probably need to be better in the suspension.
But power-wise, it was okay?
Depending on the size of the obstacles that you'd like to go over, it's definitely smooth. It's electric, and it seems like it gripped good, and I don't know, it was a fun thing to ride.
You could take that thing a lot more places than you can take a regular trials bike because it doesn't make any noise.
Yeah.
So for almost urban kind of trials riding, instead of pulling out your bicycle, you could probably pull out one of those things and go riding on that, because it's not going to offend so many people.
Yeah, it is pretty cool. You're used to hearing noise when you're riding over a rock or something, and like you said, there is no noise, so that's kind of a unique thing.